This is the cell phone signal booster for home up to 3,000 Sq.Ft. The Boost 4G, 5G cellular signal amplifier that promises better signal for almost any carrier. T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, and pretty much all major US carriers. When I first picked up the box, the size was actually smaller than I expected, about the size of a thick paperback book, and it felt solid in my hands but not too heavy. The device has a little screen right on the front, and there are inputs clearly labeled for outdoor and indoor antennas, plus your power input. I want to share my experience with you and give a quick review, especially since I know a lot of people get pretty frustrated with unreliable phone signals at home. From the first moment, I'll be honest, I was skeptical about whether something this compact could really boost my cell phone signal in my house. Where I live, the reception isn't great. Sometimes I'd walk around waving my phone near windows, or even step outside just to send a text or avoid calls dropping. That's why this product really caught my attention, and I decided to test it out for a solid week before sharing my thoughts in this video. Key features that stood out to me right away. This booster supports both 4G and 5G signals, offers up to 65 dB of boost, and claims to cover up to 3,000 Sq.Ft. The box also includes two indoor antennas, a larger panel antenna and a smaller whip antenna. The panel antenna is for broad coverage, while the whip antenna is designed for more compact spaces, like a small office or if you're on the go. Choosing the right antenna seemed intimidating at first, but the manual helped clear things up for me. To be honest, I wish all tech manuals were as straightforward as this one. Setup was easier than I expected. I thought there would be drilling or complicated wiring, but the main thing is to connect the indoor antenna to the booster, then run the included coaxial cable to the outdoor antenna, which needs to go outside your house, preferably as high and as clear from obstructions as possible. I used a mounting bracket and temporarily placed mine on a ladder just outside my second-story window. Definitely not fancy, but it got the job done. You also get some waterproof tape, a window feed cable, and all the hardware you'll need. Once that's all connected, you just plug the booster into power and download the HiBoost app on your phone. Something I really liked is how the HiBoost app helps you find the best signal for your outdoor antenna. There's a feature that tells you exactly where your signal is strongest outside, so you can point your antenna in the right direction. The app also walks you through every step. Just click Add Device, and it automatically finds the booster. You can even connect the booster to your home Wi-Fi for real-time monitoring, which is great if you're not a tech expert and want it to just work. Before using the booster, my phone barely had 1 bar of 4G, and even that wasn't stable. On a regular day, internet speed tests would max out at around 7 Mbps download. That's barely enough to stream a simple video or load big email attachments. I ran a speed test before installing the booster to confirm, super slow and extremely unreliable. After I finished installing the booster, I repeated the same test and saw downloads jump past 60 Mbps. That's almost a 10 times improvement. Calls stopped dropping and sending texts or opening social media became instant. So I can honestly say this device did exactly what it promised. From my experience, it's perfect for people living in areas with spotty cell service. Whether you're in the city and your apartment blocks signals or in a rural area like me, it'll definitely make a difference. The range easily covered my whole main floor, my work-from-home office, and stretched into my garage. It's worth pointing out that to get the best boost, you need at least 1 to 2 bars of signal outside already. Since the booster amplifies the available signal, it can't create a signal out of nowhere. If you're new to all this, here's a quick explanation. A cell phone signal booster usually works by capturing the signal outside your house with an external antenna, sending that signal to the booster box, and then using a second antenna inside to repeat and strengthen the signal throughout your home or office. So it's not magic, but it does give your phone much more to work with. I specifically loved how quiet the unit is. Once set up, I couldn't hear any noise or buzzing. The temperature stayed cool, even after hours of use. I did have some initial concerns about setup, since dragging cables around always seems overwhelming, but the included cable was long enough for my use, and the app's visual instructions took away the guesswork. You can ask the HiBoost team for help by phone or chat through the app, and they were genuinely helpful. The one time I called just to double-check if I'd placed the outdoor antenna correctly. If you're wondering about build quality, the main booster feels sturdy and well put together, although it's mostly matte plastic. The screen is easy to read and offers basic information like signal strength and system status. I do wish the included mounting bracket was a bit more robust, especially if you're planning on a permanent outdoor install, but that's a pretty minor complaint. There are some things I want to mention for a balanced review. If you live somewhere with truly zero signal outside, no booster, including this one, is going to help. It can only amplify what's already there. Another thing is setup requires a bit of effort, especially if you want to do neat cable management or put the antenna somewhere high. But once it's done and the booster is running, you don't really have to think about it again. In my opinion, the two antennas included give you good flexibility. The panel antenna is great if you want maximum coverage, while the whip antenna is just right for small or portable environments. I tried both, and the panel gave me better results in my house. The booster is FCC certified and supports bands 12, 13, 17, 5, 25s, and 4, which covers all the main US carriers, but check your carrier's bands just in case. Also, if you're hoping to boost your Wi-Fi signal, this won't help. It's only for cellular signals. Another thing I appreciated is the warranty and support. The box came with a card highlighting the 3-year manufacturer's warranty, plus a 30-day money-back guarantee. With nearly 2,000 positive online reviews, I felt confident reaching out when I needed clarification, and HiBoost support team was quick and friendly. I'd recommend this for anyone frustrated with dropped calls, slow LTE or 5G data, or who works from home and can't risk losing connection. From my experience, installation is beginner-friendly as long as you follow the guide and use the app. The performance boost I saw was immediate and consistent all week. Whether you want reliable signal in your home office, your garage, or even a detached workshop or metal building, this will do the trick. In conclusion, if you need a strong, steady cell phone signal in areas up to 3,000 square feet and you have at least some signal outside, this HiBoost Hero cell phone signal booster is worth considering. The improvements speak for themselves. Faster internet, no more dropped calls, and just an easier time being connected. The install is simple thanks to the app, the signal gain is real, and the product quality is solid. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more honest product reviews, and leave a comment below if you have any questions or want to share your own experience with phone signal boosters. Thank you for watching.